Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been like 5 years since I last uploaded a video, or maybe like 4 years since I last uploaded a video. So today I am back to do a Q&A so I can update anyone that has questions on what am I up to, what am I doing, COVID. Right now I just got a call for Violet school that we have to go pick her up because someone tested positive. So now she's gonna be off for a whole week. So I'm gonna have her here while I'm working. Valerie, luckily she's at elementary, so they test them and so they can still go to school. But Violet is preschool, so they just rather close it down, which is fine. Which is good, I guess, that I work from home, so it's much easier when stuff like this happens. So I'm able to have them here and take care of them while I'm still working. Because imagine if I was still in office, like what would I do? Who would I have? Um, yeah, it would be a more stressful situation. Um, Here I'm eating pozole. My mom made some yesterday, so I'm eating it for breakfast, and I'm barely gonna drink my coffee. Oh, let me turn it this way. This is my little coffee mug I got from Seattle, and I love this coffee mug. I use it every day. Is it bad to drink coffee with pozole? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so that's my morning. Today's Monday. I don't have a lot of work right now. Our system's kind of down, so I just thought I would film. So let's start with the Q&A. I'm gonna go with which I kind of answered a little bit, which is I'm like stuck right now. This is the most asked question that I've received. So it's, how do you manage mommy duties, work, school, and wife duties? So that's like the same for other people. So the same question asked to me. So I don't. Just kidding. It's a lot of crying, a lot of stress. Luckily for me, Peter, who is my boyfriend, their father, he helps me so much. My sisters help me, my mom, my cousins, my aunts, like everybody helps me. So I think that's why I'm able to do it, because I feel like if I didn't have that support system, I would not be able to do it. I already feel like I can't do it. And yeah, it's stressful. I cry a lot, I stress a lot. Sometimes, like when I have to start school, which I'm gonna start at the end of this month, I drink coffee maybe twice a day, like one in the morning for work and then one in the evening for class or whatever. It's gonna be my last semester, and then I'm waiting to get accepted into San Jose State. So I'm almost done, and it just feels like, oh my God, like this day finally came. If you guys look at my transcript, it's like FFA, FFF, my grades. And then till when I had my daughters and I went back to school, it's all A's, B's. I got one C since I started school, since I had my kids, and that was statistics, which is the worst class I've ever took. It's math class, and I like math, but that one was just like, no. But everything else is like A, B. I think after me having kids, I prioritize everything, what's important, what's not important. I know how to manage my time well, and stuff like that. So yeah, I think for me, I'm able to manage everything because I get a lot of help. So when I'm stressed, Peter will take them to the park, or if I'm working here and he's off, he'll take care of them, make them food, everything, wash clothes. Like he literally does everything, you know. And then if I need something, my mom will watch them, or my sisters literally always call every single day to pick them up, so they're there half the day with them after school. And yeah, so that is how I manage it. It's just crying and being stressed. That's literally my life. Let me see what the next. I'm looking over here because my monitor is here, and that is where my questions are. Okay, so let's see. What is your favorite concealer? So you know me, I used to work for MAC. And so MAC is always gonna be like my favorite makeup brand. There's just something about MAC that is just so authentic to me that like when I try something new, I'm like, let me go back to MAC. So the concealer that I'm wearing right now, it's the Studio. Let me show you guys. Hold on. So now that I'm like a little bit older, I'm getting old. I'm 26 years old. So yeah. Okay, so the concealers that I use is these ones, the MAC. This is the Studio Finish Concealer. So this is NC30 and this is NC35. It just depends on my mood. Today I'm using NC35. I use this to cover up my eyebrow on the bottom, and then the top I use foundation. And then I put it here. It's like super full coverage. I love it. And then sometimes I'll add this on top, but I've been not liking it, or this by itself works really, really good. So this one is the Studio Fix 24-hour smooth wear concealer. So these are really, really good. And then of course my Studio Fix foundation. And then I just recently tried the, what is it called, the Estee Lauder Double Wear. So that one is good too, but I always like my Studio Fix. Someone asked, what am I going to school for? So my major is psychology. I'll be receiving my AA from Mission College, and then I'll be going to San Jose State for my bachelor's degree. My main goal is to become a marriage family therapist, but you need a master's degree for that. So right now where I work, we do have a behavioral health department as well. I work in the case management department. So what I'm doing, it kind of in a way relates to a job that I could have in the future. And plus my job kind of pays me more than, like, let's say someone becomes a behavioral like therapist assistant or technician or anything like below a master's. I get paid probably more than they do. So yeah, I'm not getting my degree to get a better job because I feel like I really, really enjoy my job. I love my job. um I'm going to school to just become educated. Like college teaches you more things than you will learn in your regular life if you never went to college, unless you read books or you're smart. Like my boyfriend's really smart. A lot of this stuff he already knew because he reads. But there's some people that you can just tell by the way they speak or present themselves or their train of thought or views. Sometimes they sound ignorant, and stuff like that. So you just like, I'm like, you need to go to college, humble yourself a little bit. So you learn just about other people's backgrounds and you're more aware of to think about consider everybody else besides yourself. Let me see. And I'm also doing it for my daughters because I want to show them that school is important. Being educated is important. You learn things that like you will never learn. It's just, even knowing how to write a proper essay is super important. Even knowing how to if you have to present on Zoom or a PowerPoint, anything, even learning how to do that correctly is super important to me. Presenting yourself very well is super important to me. So I want them to learn that. So my aunt, she was, this was the first question that I got. So she said, what advice would you give someone just starting a channel? Me just barely starting a channel. I don't know. I would say, because I'm barely getting back to it as well. I think for me that I promised myself this year that I just have to remain consistent, is just remaining consistent. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try to post a video once a month. And that's the start for me. Once a month is just post one video and just make that goal, finish that goal. And then, so it's just being consistent, planning out a schedule. So I'm a little afraid because I start school at the end of January. So I'm just like, can I do it? But I don't know. That's my goal. The last thing that made you cry. Yesterday was one of my friends' birthdays that passed away. And I've been fine since his church. But then on the way to the cemetery, it kind of hit me. So, okay, next question. If you won the lottery, what would you do? If I won the lottery, I would invest my money. And then I would also probably buy a home, and I would probably fix up my grandma's house in Mexico. That's probably what I would do. Invest and then fix up the house in Mexico really, really nice. Okay, so it said, why did I stop? Why did I stop doing YouTube? So I stopped doing it because that's when I had my second daughter. And when I had my second daughter, it was a lot, you know. I had a newborn, and then I had a Valerie who was a baby as well. So it was like both bottles, and then it was okay, one's formula, one's regular milk. Okay, now one's regular milk and one's solid foods. And then okay, one's no more baby food, now it's real food. It was just like this. It's kind of worse than twins, because twins is just the same, you know. But mine, it was like, no, one is this. Now, you know, it was just like one was always above the other. So it was really hard for me. I think with Valerie, I didn't have the chance to get postpartum depression, which I'll probably make maybe another video about it, of how I felt, everything that I went through. It's like no one tells you about it. Like no one teaches you about postpartum. Like my doctor only told me, oh, how are you feeling? Good? Okay, good. Let me know if you feel bad. Okay. Like that's it. Like, no, what do you mean feel bad? Like, you know? So yeah, I think I will do another video on postpartum depression. Um that way you guys can get the full experience of like how I felt and stuff. So the question was, how is it being a mom of two? It's super, super hard. Like super, super hard. Just kidding. No, it is. I get I've learned that I'm that parent that, like, if I'm working and then, like, let's say Peter's like playing music and then the girls are screaming and they're over here running around, I get too overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed easily. I get super overwhelmed. It stresses me out. Like I cannot concentrate. It has to be peace and quiet. And then I have a hard time with crying. You know, they cry, and like it really, I don't know if this goes back to like me having my postpartum, but they call it you are a hypersensitive parent or something. I guess there's like a lot of moms. I found an Instagram where there's a lot of moms that are the same way, and they just thought like, oh my god, I don't have patience, which I don't have patience, but like they said, like it's worse, you know, like they felt really bad because they're just like, how can your crying like really throw me off, you know? So that's what happens to me. I get overwhelmed and stuff, because it's a lot, especially I work here, and then I'm stressed like if I'm in school, and then it's just too much music and stuff. It's too much noise, makes me not concentrate, you know. I'm super paranoid. Like Valerie is like, I don't know, like she listens to what I say. Like Violet's kind of more like, I don't care, you know. But Valerie's like if Violet's running, Valerie's like, no, stop. Like the stranger's gonna take you, you know. She's more aware. I think I traumatized her a little bit, because I am super like, you don't trust nobody, you know, you don't trust no one. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it when she's older and wants to go to her friend's house, or like parties or the movies or the mall. Like how, I don't know. I really don't know how I'm going to do this, because I don't trust anyone, you know. It could be your friend's dad that freaking kidnaps you or something, you know, and I'll go crazy. But yeah, I feel bad that I traumatized her a little bit, but I try to teach them like real stuff. I don't try to baby them. I try to show them like, no, you will get kidnapped. Someone will, there's not, the world is not good, you know, all good. There is bad people in this world. So I try to teach them that, so they grow up thinking and they're aware of their surroundings. So like Valerie, even one time we were at like a family party, and the girls were dancing, you know, to the music. And there was somebody that was kind of like drunk and like not walking correctly. And Valerie seen the guy like, something's wrong, like you're not walking normal, you're not okay. And he wanted to he was like reaching to like grab Violet's hand to like dance with her, and like Valerie pushed her back. And she was like, like, there's something about you that I'm like, no, you know? So she's growing up to be aware of that. So, oh, okay. So it says, what is your channel going to be about? So my channel is literally going to be my life, you know? I mean, obviously not my everyday life because I'm still new to this and I'm still trying to figure it out. This YouTube channel is just going to be about me, about like, what do I do? Stuff I struggle with, maybe like recording my kids if we go somewhere, but I don't know about right now because coronavirus. um yeah, I feel like I should have started this earlier. My friend had told me before I left to Seattle, she was like, record, you should vlog, like vlog it. And now I'm like, fuck, I should have done it because Seattle was so nice. Like even my boyfriend, he's like a homebody, but even him, he's like, fuck, I don't want to go back. You know, he was like looking at apartments or houses to move, jobs, everything. He didn't want to come back, you know, because it's so peaceful, it's so clean. Like it was like a bougie San Francisco, like clean. Like if San Francisco was to be clean and brand new, you know, it was really really nice. Like we want to go back and take the girls this time and show them everything. So but yeah, so that's what this channel is going to be about, just me being a mom, me being a student, me, you know, working, me stressing out, you know, me having to realize that I have to stop putting pressure. I put so much pressure on myself, like so much, like, no, I should be here, I need to hurry up and do this and be here, and how do I get here? And but I feel like it's just because I want more for my life, but sometimes I need to think like it's okay, you know. I'm actually in a really good place compared to maybe some other people, you know, that are my age or older than me that are not in my position, you know. So I just have to be grateful for that. I have to be grateful for my job, um, insurance, you know, and all that stuff. So yeah, Peter just got here with Violet. I can hear the door as he's about to come in. So thank you guys so much. I'm gonna end this video right here before Violet walks in and makes a big old noise. And you guys subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon. Okay, thank you.